idea. Hello there, guys. I don't know what's going on. Our intro should have played for you guys, but it didn't. So welcome. If you just I don't know what was going on. The screen just went black and it was like, holy cow. Okay, we're just going to go with the flow. It's a live show. So if you're just tuning in, you're listening live to 105.3 out of Mississippi FM and 107.7 FM out of the beautiful city of New Orleans, Louisiana, to UFO Paranormal and United Public Radio Network. And this is The Thing at the Foot of the Bed. So I am one of the co-hosts, Lorilei Potvin, my amazing co-host who just popped out of frame. He'll be back. I'll give him, I do all the housekeeping and he does the other part. So hang on. I'm Lorilei Potvin. I am a host of my own show here on UPRN on Monday nights called The Angel Rock from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to everybody that's here, either listening or watching. So there is something for everybody on this network. It's been around for 25 plus years. We do stream multiple shows daily, live, 7 days a week. Oh, we got a ghost in the machine tonight. We'll see if that settles down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And when we're not streaming live, the archive server. Have you got anything turned on at all, Dave? Yeah, no.
No, isn't that weird? I know. I'm here. I've got.
Oh well, you guys, it'll settle down. It usually does. We already fixed the delay. That's why we were delayed. But anyways, we stream multiple shows 7 days a week live. And when we're not streaming live, the archive server does kick in and randomly pick shows over the last 25 plus years. So there really is something for everyone. I believe we're almost up to 40 new hosts on the network. And it's not all just UFOs and paranormal. We really do cover a whole wide gamut of different shows. So please like, share, and subscribe. If you're going to see that this show and my show, The Angel Rock, are very audience participative. And the thing is, so 80% of our global audience, and we do stream to every country in the world, potentially, if someone is listening, is audio only. And when you're listening, you can't comment. So if you'd like to comment, I'm going to tell you how to do that, because I hate when I watch a show and say it's on a podcast app, it's live. People are commenting, you're going, hey, I want to join the conversation, but you can't because you're just listening. So how you're going to do it, if you see us on video, you can comment. So you can head over to UFO Paranormal Radio just on YouTube. I don't know what is going on Facebook. I haven't been able to get it to add all week. We're working on fixing that, but we are on YouTube under that name. We're streaming to David's YouTube channel, which is a Spirit Experience. Let them tell them. I always screw up your name for your Facebook page, Dave. Is it Spirit? Is it Spirit Media?
I think it's just Medium David Hanzel comes up. So you're good.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay, Medium David Hanzel. We're streaming to my YouTube, which is The Angel Rock with Lorilei Potvin. We're streaming on my Facebook profile, which is Lorilei Potvin. It's public, so you don't have to be a friend to watch, and you can comment. We are also streaming to Canada's Most Haunted, and we are streaming on my Instagram, which is The Angel Rock. Now, just so you know, sometimes on Instagram, it will go the 2 hours. Sometimes it only goes an hour. It's kind of take your pick. Now, the only other thing is it does not integrate the comments in with the rest of everybody else's comments. So I will sort of check back and forth and try and join, read your comments and get you to join in the conversation, or better yet, just head over to one of the YouTube channels. It's a lot easier. And if you are on Facebook, we didn't hear anything about this last week, but I know it's been happening. If you are noticing where you're not saying hello or seeing your comments or questions, you may want to switch to YouTube as well, because I know we've had a couple shows where we didn't know people were commenting on Facebook and we couldn't see any of their comments. Lastly, if you guys want to watch us on TV, you can. The network has its own TV channel. It's on Roku, and you're going to go to the channel store and type in UFO space P as in paranormal, and there's a drop-down list where about the third one down, I believe it is, third or fourth. So you're looking for UFO space paranormal and United Public Radio Network. I also forgot to tell you what I am. I just realized. So again, my name is Lorilei Potvin. I am a Canadian psychic medium, crystal Reiki energy healer, Akashic Records practitioner, spiritual teacher and mentor. I'm also a registered nurse. I'm still going to say budding animal communicator. I'm still working on it. I'm well versed in near-death experiences, having had one as a toddler myself, and have studied them over 40 years professionally and personally. And lastly, extremely well versed in the paranormal. I always say we didn't go looking for the paranormal, it found us. And we've shared some of our story from our previous home, I'll say, extremely haunted home. And it's on the Travel Channel's Paranormal Survivor, Season 4, Episode 9. I didn't pick the name, but it's called Demonic Hauntings. On to you, Dave, finally.
Oh, hello, you guys. Let's see. And what I am is
you survived. You've got power.
What I am is literally up for debate. I'm David Hanzel. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel. I am an animal communicator. I also study near-death experiences, not for quite as long as she has. I had one back in 2015, and I just love everything metaphysical, paranormal, and all that fun stuff. And we love talking about it. We love breaking it down, and we just love playing with it. And we also have a Facebook page, you guys. So if you are just listening and not watching, if we do play videos and stuff, Lorilei is always kind enough to put them on our private Facebook page. That is private Facebook page is called The Thing at the Foot of the Bed with Lorilei Potvin and David Hanzel. And it is a private group. You can post pictures that you have. You can look at other people's pictures, videos, stuff we show here, show ideas, whatever you'd like. Just have fun in there with like-minded people. After we get 200 followers, which we're not too far off of, Lorilei and I will start doing some lives within the group during the week once in a while. We haven't figured out a schedule. We'll do some psychic readings for them. We'll talk about some other spooky stuff and fun stuff too. It doesn't always have to be spooky, but it doesn't always have to be spiritual either. With that being said, I'm going to give it right back to Lorilei real quick. We're going to say hi to you guys, and then we're going to talk about whatever we want to. It is spooky season. Oh, and before we go on, real quickly, for the people saying thank you, yes, I live in North Carolina. I'm about an hour and a half away from the big stuff that happened. All I got was a messed up yard, and I lost my electricity for like 3 or 4 days and internet, but it's back up for me. I'm fine. My part of the woods, it's like a hangnail. There are hundreds and hundreds of people that are gone already. That it was devastating over there, and it still is. So I don't have a link to do anything for you to share. It was hard for me to try to find one, but if you can look up anything and to offer help, offer good wishes, whatever you possibly can, would be really quite grateful.
Can I add something, Dave? They'll be very careful. If people are asking for financial aid, please vet the address. Also, double check where the funds are going, because if you do want to help out financially, which I know very kind people do, please make sure that you find a link that the money's actually going to the people in need.
Yeah, make sure it's the right people, because unfortunately, amongst all us good footy people, there's some bad people. So with that being said, send some well wishes over there. I won't be going up. That's where I wanted to go. That's where I wanted to live, up there at some point. And it's funny that synchronistically, all of a sudden, it's gone. It'll be back in a few years, and maybe I'll be part of building it. I don't know. But anyway, wish them well. It'll be good.
Okay, let's say hi to everybody.
Thanks. Nicole Ryan says she has many places to make donations that are legit.
Okay, Nicole, feel free to share them in the group, and we'll try and share them too. So thank you. And I have the paranormal conference with Miss Carrie Lynn Shellhorn. She is a network host here on Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Spirit Switchboard. I don't know. We were hoping, we didn't know if she was going to be in Thunder Bay because she's driving up here, that I might even have met up with her. We thought maybe tonight. I haven't heard from her yet. I'm hoping she's just still driving. I'm guessing that's what it is. It's quite a long drive because she split the drive in two. So you will probably see us live quite a bit this weekend, because the conference starts tomorrow night and it goes until Sunday afternoon. It ends with Carrie Lynn's special event called Spirits and Sweets. So if you're listening in Thunder Bay, you can check out Lucky Paranormal or I think it's called LakeSuperiorParacon.com to buy tickets. If there are any left, I heard it was a last minute, this city is notorious for it, and I heard there aren't any tickets left. So, but still check it out. We'd love to see it, love to to meet you in person. So let's say hi to everybody. We've got Leslie. She says hello. We've got Heidi Gull. She says hello and much love from Boulder, Colorado. And then we've got the Spirit Experience, David. We've got Gwen Patterson. Good evening, Gwen. It's nice to see you. We know her, Dave, from the Voldemort group. And then Heidi says, hello, Lorilei and David. Connie says, hello, Lorilei and David. I'm so happy to see you survive the storm, David.
I'm just fine. I'm fine. Trust me, mine's hangnail compared to the
rest. Know, but I was glad. I kept checking to make sure you had your power back. So Kathy,
I'm sad about my beautiful backyard, but that's okay.
Yes, you do have a beautiful backyard. Even though the trees came down, David's done a lot of work on his house. It's really beautiful, you guys. Kathy Hanley Little says, hi all. Howie Odell tips his top hat, and we're going to give Howie a shout out. Howie has the Riff Nation Network. He is a huge supporter of UPRN and many of the shows on this network. So he has also his own show. He's many, but the one that David and I have been on is the Orion Effect with his amazing co-host Rhonda Harris. So thank you for popping in. Got Jackie Lane. Hello, David and Lorilei. Jennifer M. Hello, fellow footies. You guys picked the nickname, by the way. We didn't. You guys did. We ran a poll. Heidi Gall. Thank you. Go ahead.
I was going to say their feet.
Heidi Gall says, thank you so very much for accepting me on the Facebook group. Actually, Heidi, I felt bad. You guys, I posted, if some of you have seen it, I think Heidi may have, she commented on it, and I apologized ahead of time. If you are a fan of Mr. Tight T-shirt wearing on the Travel Channel, Paranormal Survivor show, my partner Dell sent me that and another one, and it's called Djibouti Dubs. If you guys have a pretty good sense of humor, they dub over clips and things like this, and they are so funny. And this one involved mayonnaise with an actual dubbed over episode. So it's posted in the thing at the foot of the bed. So she said, I will introduce myself when I get home driving and listening. And Nicole Thomas Ryan, like you said, Dave says, I have many places to make donations that are legit for North Carolina. So I know Nicole's really good about posting things in the group. And if she sends us the links, we will definitely share them too. Kathy Hanley Little said tons of scammers out there, and I have been educating myself profusely on this. Tech is a hobby, I should say, not a habit. I would not call myself an expert, but I have reformatted my own computer before. I've helped other people fix their computers. And I used to do a podcast years ago before it was even known as a podcast. When the iPhone first came to Canada, to the US. I won one in Canada, didn't have a clue what I was doing, and I had to hack it. And so I used to do a podcast with 3 computer experts from across Canada and the US once a week on Blog Talk Radio. So, Nicole Thomas Ryan, Saturday is my birthday. So everybody's saying happy birthday. Happy birthday, Nicole.
Happy birthday.
Marissa Barreal's here, waving. Let's see, everybody's saying happy birthday. And Leslie's 1266 says, I appreciated that you let us know how you fared, David.
Yes, I fared quite well compared.
Mm-hmm. His yard, it did a number. And then you told me where you were waiting out the storm.
I was during the storm. I mean, it's really, if I put it this way, by me, it was really bad. I was literally in my staircase. So
that's what you said. Yeah.
Mine. I was in my staircase for 2 hours. And they are literally houses that were 2 stories high on a cliff were filled with water and sliding off cliffs. So I am blessed. I am blessed.
Good thing I checked Instagram while you were talking. I forgot to start it in our panic to get started here, you guys. So I'm sorry. I'm a little stressed. I am one of these last minute Harrys. I have been working on making things for this paranormal conference since February. Okay. And sure enough, I'm going through things and I'm going, I don't have enough. I need to do more. And I'm doing all these things. And I booked only one client this week, one of my regular clients. Today was color my hair, do the nails, do the eyelashes, do everything. So I'm ready for the weekend. So,
before I forget, I wanted to add one more quick thing. Howie in Virginia, did you guys get anything? I can't remember.
Yeah,
because you were right over. I was just wondering, but if you did, I hope you guys are good as well.
Yes, and anybody else out there who may have family or has gone through something through the storm that just went through. Oh, Leslie, you're so sweet. Thank you. So if anything, you've been affected by the storm, please know that we include you in our prayers and sending positive juju energy to you. And again, Nicole's going to share with us and hopefully post in the group as well some legit links if people feel that they're able to contribute financially to people that are in need. Because if you lose everything, believe me, once you lose everything, you don't know till you've gone through it. I have lost everything, and believe me. You want to read Howie's comment, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Howie says the Southwest Virginia did. However, the rest were clear and good. Well, good. I'm glad. I was happy for the people who weren't hit because can you guys imagine? We are over 300 miles from the coast, and the mountains are it hit over 1,000 feet elevation. That's how it's like, wow, that storm, I'm sorry, is spooky. That's a spooky storm.
You know what, though? I thought about this years ago. Carrie Lynn Shellhorn, I was just talking about you. So she says, hi, everyone. Landed in Thunder Bay, holding everyone affected by the hurricane in my heart. Thoughts and meditations. Did you hear us talking about you? I'm glad you're here safe and sound. I really, really am. I will be seeing her tomorrow night, but I may take her up on her offer. She said, I'm going to let her come to my messy house. And believe me, it's messy right now. She goes, I just got in my room. Good. I'm glad you're there safe and sound. Put your feet up, relax.
Yeah, I was going to say, kick back, relax, have a glass of whatever you drink.
Yes, exactly. So I was going to say, I was looking at this when you hear about all these storms out there it was quite a few years ago. And I thought, you know what, no matter where you live, like we don't get, thankfully, storms like that. If we did, my goodness, all of North America would be in trouble because we're almost middle of Canada, and Canada is huge. Bless her heart. I have lots of friends over in Australia, but one of them, she sent me a message about 6 months ago and she goes, oh my gosh, my boy's going to be playing in a concert there. Are you going? And I said, okay, first of all, who is your boy and where is this concert? So she tells me the name. And I'm sorry, no disrespect to anybody, but I don't do country music. The only one I might listen to is Jelly Roll. I like him, and he's kind of country, kind of rap, kind of rock, kind of whatever, right? And he's not a regular, artist I would listen to. So she told me, didn't have a clue who this guy was. And she goes, yeah, he's playing in Calgary, Alberta. Now, if you know where Calgary is, I haven't even been to Alberta. That's how far west it is. So I had to try to explain to her that if I went by car, it would probably take me 3 or 4 days to drive there. And she goes, oh my gosh, I had no idea how big Canada was.
And I said, that's huge. Yeah.
Well, I just love to. Do you ever get this too, Dave? And it's really sweet, and people are well-meaning. But I have had people over the years say, "You live in Canada. Do you know John, or do you know Susan?"
Oh yeah.
John or Susan who and where?
I'll have people from I've had people from other countries go, oh, you're in North Carolina. Where's that? It's on the East Coast. Are you near Hollywood? I'm like, oh no, honey.
Not.
We're away. I am on the other side of the country.
Hi, Cindy. She says, much love, everyone. Well, yeah, I have literally had, not a word of a lie. I'm trying to unhighlight that. Give me a sec, guys. I don't know. My computer is being silly tonight.
It is
I have literally had people ask me, first of all, I don't like anything maple or maple syrup wise. I don't. Even if I'm going to have the occasional once a year waffles or pancakes, it's with fake syrup. So people have asked me if all Canadians drink maple syrup. Do I have a pet polar bear? Do I live in an igloo? And do I ride a moose to work? And I am not making this up. I have been, not all at once, but people have asked me these various questions living in Canada.
That's okay. I get some. When I lived in Wisconsin, it's like, oh, do you guys have like cheese? Do you eat a lot of cheese?
Oh, like, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, of course. It doesn't matter where I live. Now that I'm in the South, they're like, do you eat a lot of chicken? Do you got a lot of fried chicken? I'm like, I don't eat meat, so no, I don't know anything. I am not stereotypical anything.
I love, because we're closer to Minnesota, and I haven't been to the States in a long time, but when we used to go on a long weekend or whatever, I would run into more people from my city in Duluth, Minnesota, not Duluth, Georgia. And you'd go for a restaurant, and have the loveliest people, waiters and waitresses. But I remember so many times, because their accent is so distinct, right? They would always say it was Duluth instead of Duluth. And you know what it is? So even when you think you don't have an accent, you do.
You do.
It doesn't matter where I can tell people from different parts of Canada where they are by their slight accent.
I haven't lived in Wisconsin now for 14 years. And when I talk to my friends over there, I can hear them. They're just like, yeah, do you want some tuna casserole there? And we can have a couple beers, some brewskis. And I was like, what? What the hell are you talking about? Shut up.
Let's say hi on Instagram. We got pottery art by Yarpita. I hope I said that right. Welcome. If you want to join the conversation, just because the comments are separate on Instagram, feel free to hop over to YouTube if you like pottery by I think it's Yarpita. You can head to either David's, his Spirit Experience, mine, the Angel Rock with Lorilei Potvin, or UFO Paranormal. I think it's UFO Paranormal Radio Network it's under.
I want to, before we go, we're going to show some videos tonight, and you guys are going to talk about some stuff, but I wanted to bring Miss Nicole Ryan had posted, and I looked at a picture in the thing at the foot of the bed. Did you see it? It was like, well, the guy called it a dog man. It looks like a Bigfoot, but it's a good picture.
I can play it. I haven't. I'm just going to read Connie's comment. She said, Lorilei, you're making me laugh. I got asked many years ago if we lived in an igloo, and Connie's, I believe she's in Southern Ontario. Tom is here too. Welcome, Tom Baker.
Hey, what's up, Tom Baker?
Welcome. Okay, so do you want to play that?
Yeah, why don't you play once? Because I have a couple things about it I wanted to say, just some pet peeves, but actually, I when I stopped it and blown it up, I don't know if it's real, but I'm
going to look at it. I told you, Dave, and you guys, if you've sent me messages, I have not even looked at them. The ladies I normally get together with wanted to get together tomorrow. I said, no way, you guys can meet without me, but it's not going to happen because I am so, I'll probably be up till about 3 a.m. Carrie Lee, and I said, see how you feel tomorrow, but I might even take you up on coming over because my house is a disaster. It really is. And I might take you up on it, but it's going to be what it's going to be, folks. So let me get into our group here. Let me find our video that we're talking. Okay. Oh, Nicole, that is interesting. Hang on. Let's head over to Instagram. I got to go. So we'll get rid of Facebook here. Give me a sec, guys. I'll get this queued up while we're talking.
Why she is
everybody's saying hi.
Yeah, while she's queuing that up, if you guys have any topics or any questions you would like to have us address, please feel free to put in the comment section. If you are listening and you would like to do that, just head over to one of our YouTube channels that we spoke about in the beginning, and we can answer
I
you
ended
there.
up closing this by accident. Sorry, Dave. Give me a sec. I didn't mean to,
That's
but
okay.
I did by accident. So go ahead. I'll open it again. Everybody's just saying hi. You know what? I always tell people when I'm on the Angel Rock, especially, that we have the most incredible chats in the Angel Rock and here. You guys, I always tell them how intelligent all of you are, how kind you are to one another, and you're always welcoming to people that are new. And you know what? Like I say, Dave and I always do have interesting conversations, but you guys add so much to it. And that's why we do this show. Okay, I'm going to close that now so it won't act up. Okay, let me, oh, you know what? I may not be able to play this, Dave. Why? Because my audio is turned off on Instagram. Is this, by any chance, Nicole, do you know if this might be on TikTok or anything? I have to turn my Instagram off because otherwise we get double audio. I have to turn the audio off. So let me see. This is Maxwell Fear. You know what? Because they won't let me play it from Facebook. I'm trying to play it. They keep bringing me over to Instagram for it.
Well, here, I'm going to.
I might be able to download it. If I can download it, I'll play it that way. Give me a sec, because sometimes you can download off of Instagram.
Just in case, I'm sending you another Bigfoot video that somebody just posted 4 hours ago.
Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll download this. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going to play around here a little bit, and we will play it. It's just going to take me a minute. You can send me.
Yeah, it's off a reel on Facebook, and I just sent you. If you can't do it, I just sent you something. It's a YouTube video that was just uploaded 4 hours ago of the Oklahoma Bigfoot.
Okay, let's see. I got video down. You know what I'll do? I'll send it to myself on Messenger. Give me a sec, guys. I got all these tabs open as I'm talking, trying to figure out.
Go ahead. While she's doing that, I don't know why I was looking at a lot of Bigfoot stuff lately. It's like, I don't know if it's because of all this stuff that happened in the forest. And I almost, and you guys, and I know you're going to call me crazy, and that's okay, but I actually crossed my mind, and I thought to myself the other day when I watched all the destruction, I was like, where are all the bears going to go? And then I thought, what do the Bigfoot do if there's Bigfoot up there? I mean, I'm not being funny. I mean, if anything is in those woods, it would have to get away.
Well, I don't know. Wait, you have to, what do you mean get away? Like,
well, I mean, like, well, a Bigfoot, I mean, that's hypothetically a Bigfoot up there, probably just walk into a portal and go. No, I mean, like all the other things that might be up there in the woods that might get exposed. And I don't want to take a tragedy and make it spooky, because it's not. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying there's so much to think about up there. That was a lot of wilderness in the mountains that went through a lot of stuff. There's going to be some major, some weirdness, I think, at some point. But I was thinking about a lot of the Bigfoot stuff. And that's just fun to think about. I don't know why. I just was watching it all weekend.
I don't know. Like, I have a really good guest coming on, his name is Tom Dongo, and he doesn't do many shows. And Julie Jean Bassett introduced me to him. This guy talks Bigfoot. He talks dogmen. He talks UFOs. He's a natural born remote viewer. This guy is going to be so interesting. I talked to him on the phone because I like I say, he doesn't usually do shows anymore. And holy cow, let me tell you, we could have talked for hours last Sunday. So I can't wait till he comes on. Okay, you guys, this is taking forever to download. Come on, Mr. Download. Finish downloading. Are you finished? Let's
see. Leslie's saying, I wonder if they can sense the weather change. They may have known to hunker down. Oh, you mean like cryptids and stuff? And yeah, no matter where they go, I wouldn't know, because I mean, unfortunately, there's probably not enough information out there. We could make an educated guess on what we do know, and I would assume they would be able to sense weather.
Yeah, but if they're interdimensional,
then it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, maybe they just head over to the other dimension when there's a storm like that, right?
Unless they want to experience it.
True.
I guess. I mean, it's hard to say. That's a good question. It's a question that, unfortunately, I don't think me or anybody else in this planet right now could answer, but it's a good question.
Okay, video, did you come through? Please tell me you did. You didn't come through. Oh, finally. Okay, so I think we can do it, guys. I think we can do it. Give me a sec. I had to download all this while I'm talking. It was a good video. I could tell from looking at it. So give me 1 sec. I'm sorry if I seemed a little distracted, but I'm trying to multitask here. So let's see. Present.
It is, Leslie, it is fun to wonder. I mean, you know, that's I think if more people would just ask questions and accept that there may or may not be an end all be all to something, I think it opens us up to learning a lot more about things.
So Michelle Wilfong, I highlighted you because you said you popped in. So I don't know what is going on with my computer. It does not want to behave when I'm trying to click on it lately. Okay, so you guys ready? We're going to add it to the, every time I see this, it reminds me of some strip bar. Now adding to the stage. That's what it literally says, add to the stage.
Cinnamon Gumdrops.
Okay, you guys.
That's my stripper name, Cinnamon Gumdrops.
Oh, wrong page. Sorry, guys. Took me a sec. Okay, you ready?
Brand new trail cam photo taken on July 29th, 2024 is shocking and disturbing many. It comes from North Carolina and it captures a Bigfoot-like cryptid. It reportedly originated from a man named Joey on Reddit. Joey stated, Dog man caught on trail cam in North Carolina last night.
I don't think that's a dog.
Taking a look at the creature, it looks to be a real living creature with real muscle definition. But where the heck is its head?
It's a camera angle.
Is it just hunched over looking
Camera
down,
shy.
or is it actually headless?
Maybe he's mooning the cam.
Moving down to the lower portions of the creature's body, its feet have a distinct shape.
I can see why they said dog.
According to Rocky Mountain Sasquatch, the being has what's called reverse hinge joints, which is why the feet arch up like that in the back. This joint is commonly seen in other animals such as deer, wolves, and coyotes. But also notice the defined muscles of the upper thighs and upper arms.
Really chunky though for a dog, man. But
yeah, that's what
it's
I
a
would
very
say.
HD picture, and it's insanely convincing. Its arms are excessively long. They stretch all the way from the shoulders all the way down to its shins. Experts have yet to debunk this one. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.
I don't know what it is, but I do think this. The thing about though, it's always the person who's showing the picture. What they say in the background is what bothers me. If I could just see the picture and look at it, make a determination. I don't know if did you notice, Lorilei, when he said like it extended down to his shins? I thought that it was long, but it was hunched over.
I just thought it really, that's why I said I didn't think it was a dog, man.
I didn't either. I thought Bigfoot.
Any pictures I've seen of a dog man, don't get me wrong, they're not thin, but they're usually pretty tall and really defined muscularly. Like I would have thought that was a Bigfoot, but then before he even said anything about the feet, I looked down and went, oh
yeah,
no,
the feet. Yeah, that's I did the same exact thing. I mean, I've never saw a dog man in person, so
I don't want to
know what they look like, but people describe them, as Lorilei said, as either being more muscular or more on the slender side.
Pictures.
Yeah.
You know what happened to me the other night, you guys? So I had to run for groceries. What's tonight? Thursday. So was it maybe it was last night. I think it was the night before. I don't know what is day or night. I've been having very little sleep. And I'm sitting out there playing on my phone, and I'm about to go and grab the bags from the car. I stand up, and I don't know what it is with me with skunks. What do I see? This little dude that is like less than a meter or about 3-4 feet away on my right-hand side. He sees me, I see him, he's got his tail up, and he turns, and I just said, you keep going, dude, keep going, keep going. I don't know how many encounters I have had with skunks. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So
well, if you ever have a skunk man cryptid, you're the person we're going to call.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I've told the story I'm positive I told the story on this show, but I'll tell it quickly. So about 5 years, it was just when we moved in here. It was the first summer, so almost 5 years ago. And I was in the backyard, and I made this beautiful, it's a table little fire pot, and it was all with glass and crystal. I even made the containers to hold the flame. And it came back to the days of apparently Jesus. You use a certain kind of olive oil. I used Coke cans. I created into like little sterno cans. And even the wick is a certain type of braided cotton to burn. And it was beautiful. I was really enjoying it. It was about 2 a.m. I'm playing on my phone. All of a sudden, I feel something licking my left baby toe. I think, oh, isn't that sweet? Emmy. And Emmy is my German Shepherd. Is licking Emmy's not out here. And I looked down, and I launched myself out of the chair because it was a baby skunk licking my toe. And I wasn't afraid of the skunk. I saw black and white, and I thought, oh God, I do not need to get sprayed. And then a week later, same thing like how I just described the other night. I'm sitting out there. Same little dude comes around the corner, sees me. Dell had already gone in, my partner, and he goes and stops right in front of me, in front of the steps. So I'm like plastered in the doorway going, no, dude, no, little dude, go back where you came from. And it's not that I'm afraid. I just don't want to get sprayed. Right. So yes, me and skunks, I'm telling you.
Tom Baker said, yeah, there's...
I was where I was going next.
Tom Baker said there's a great German ghostly encounter series. One was about big orbs in a forest, many witnessed in the 1990s. Mr. Baker, where I live in North Carolina, we have a place called Brown Mountain, and we have the Brown Mountain lights up there. and they've been there for years and years and years and years. And they're like big orbs that they look like. I mean, I guess people say they look like orbs. You can see videos of it. They still don't know. And they've used science to try to figure out where the lights are coming
My
from.
paranormal talk I'm talking about hauntings from around the world and eventually making it back to North America. And I'm going to talk about Thunder Bay because, Dave, I've sent you some of the UFO.
Yeah.
Unidentified, whatever it is in the air. I have found 3 or 4 clips I've clipped. I took some of the pictures from our previous home. I took some of the pictures that people have shown me. Like, we have every kind of activity. And I want to talk about why are we seeing certain types of activity in different parts of the world, right?
Yeah, well, they say it's spotted around purposely.
No, but I was going to add that certain parts of the world are known for different types of activity, including, especially, you got to think Europe's a lot older. I haven't seen much from Africa, but Europe, the Middle East, those areas, Asia, they're a lot older. So they get some really strange stuff, like crazy, crazy, strange stuff. So Tom, cats follow him everywhere. You're the Pied Piper, Tom.
They follow, trust me. If there's a stray cat within a block or within actually a mile, they'll find my house.
Animals come to me. Like, all animals do come to me.
Me too.
Like if I'm sitting there, like, I can't tell you how many times dogs have gotten off leashes. I remember my neighbor got a new dog. She had adopted, and this dog is so sweet. The first time it met me, it didn't even know me. It just came and climbed to my lap. And I loved it. But same as kids too, and people.
I'm sorry. Howie says they researched there at Brown Mountain. It's I wanted to go up there. I don't know how it fared during the storm here. I'm curious to find out. Once we find out more people are okay, then I'll start researching stuff. Until then, I just don't think it would be right.
Did you send me that Bigfoot video, Dave, or no?
I sent it to you via Facebook on Messenger.
Yes, okay, let me check, and then if you want me to play
it. Yeah, if you want to play that too. I haven't watched it yet. Ooh. I just saw it came out. But the Brown Mountain lights, I mean, science has gone there. People would investigate it. They just don't know where they're coming from. And they're there. You gotta go on certain nights to see them, though. I don't know if they have a performance schedule or what, but I know that it's easier to see them during certain cloud days where clouds aren't there. But they don't know that it's not like gas or anything. They thought maybe, of course, they threw out the whole swamp gas thing, but they're like, nope, it's not telephone line things. But they remind me of, that video that we both seen that we think is cool, where the sparkly ball of light goes across the railroad tracks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what those lights remind me of, like a phenomenon. They're not that, but a phenomenon like that.
Oh, Heidi just says she stopped on her way home at her dad's for a homemade pumpkin muffin. Yum. Share the rest of the snacks you're having if you guys are, or what your beverage is this evening. We're just hanging out with you. We obviously don't want to watch us eat, so we're not eating, but enjoy, Heidi.
All right. Did you find that video?
It's on YouTube. Yes, I did. So give me a sec. Here we go. We got it. Okay, we'll add it to the stage. It's blurred right now, but hang on. It's about 4 minutes. I may have to stop about halfway through.
We'll stop in between and describe some stuff to you guys.
On October 1st, stating, scariest moment of my life. I really think I caught Bigfoot on camera.
Funny one.
Just doing some sightseeing, enjoying the day, and saw something in the distance. I'm still shaking as I typed this. I've enlarged the original video by 400%, and I've slowed it down to half speed and running it back and forth for you all so that you can get a better look. What do you think? Jack Link style costume or the real thing? There have been many Bigfoot sightings in Oklahoma and a few photos or videos of the creature, like this game cam footage of it running through the frame of the camera. Lonnie posted a compelling trail camera photo to an RMS-owned media site. Watch this video to the end. We will show you the Bigfoot photo and give a size comparison. I would like to show you what may be a Bigfoot moving through the frame of a game camera. First, I'd like to explain how the trigger of the trail camera works and motion blur. The trigger on the game camera sends out an infrared beam, and there are 2 criteria that must be met before the camera will trigger. First, the subject must be 70 degrees Fahrenheit or warmer, and there must be movement. We manage over 20 game cameras at RMSO as one of many tools to investigate and search for the elusive, rare Bigfoot. Some of the fastest trigger speeds for these cameras is around 0.4 to 0.45 of a second, roughly less than half of a second.
Okay, so
sounds fast. However, walking at a very brisk pace, I can trigger one of these cameras and walk out of the frame by the time it snaps a photo, and it gets nothing of me. Generally, trail cams that specialize in photos have the fastest trigger speeds, and photos also take up way less SD card space, and so that is the reason our team and many others will opt for the photo option instead of video. Here is a slow-moving or standing still deer photo. Here is one moving through the frame quickly, causing motion blur. This next one are of 2 elk, one standing still, the other moving into frame quickly, and you can see the motion blur. All right. Here is the money shot posted by Lonnie, and here is what he says. Thanks for the ad.
That looks
This was taken from my trail camera years ago. I've had it ever since, around Marshall County, Oklahoma, 3.7 miles from the nearest gravel county road, behind multiple locked gates. I'm not saying it's Bigfoot. I'm saying I don't know what it is. Thoughts? Another member asks, do you have any idea how tall the surroundings are? That is assuming you're familiar with the site. I too doubt a person would be there, but it could be a poaching hunter or something else, I suppose. Lonnie replies, so the ratchet strap in the background is about...
You know what? Now that it's paused, but he almost looks see-through, like, because he's kind of short for a Bigfoot.
Well,
like
it only looks from the beginning. He explained it. The reason why it looks see-through, it's because of how the trail cam picks it up. It's solid.
I don't know. You'll see.
But let's see, how tall is it? That's what I'm trying. That was my question.
Off the ground. The tree the thing is running next to is about 15 feet from the camera. That's about the best reference I can give. The tree stand is 15 feet as well. That ratchet strap 7 feet off the ground appears to be the best object in the photo for size comparison. Obviously, the subject is over 7 feet tall,
I don't know,
and more than likely over 8 feet tall. That would eliminate 99.99% of the people on the planet.
Well,
according to the most recent statistics, there are only 150 to 200 people 7 feet tall or taller living in the United States. Knowing that and being able to determine that this creature moving through the frame of the camera is over 8 feet tall, statistically, it's more than likely an Oklahoma Sasquatch. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button.
It's interesting.
How did he get to 8 feet? Because you said it was 7 feet off the ground. I thought he was measuring.
Yeah, I didn't. You know, don't feel bad. I did not follow that either. I didn't understand what he was saying. I was trying
that looked like if he was giving that back reference with the 2 red lines at 7 feet, and I understand that the figure's a little bit in front of it. So how did he get to 8 feet? Because it was shorter.
I don't know.
Because if anything, something closer to the camera appears bigger than something.
Yeah, and it might be actually skinnier than what he's saying, because what I was saying before, and he's saying as the camera catches that, it catches the blur behind you. So maybe all that blur, that see-through, it's maybe because he wasn't that.
No, I knew he was talking about the blur, but when you see it on a big screen, you'll see what I'm talking about. It kind of, not just the outline, like the whole figure looks a little.
Oh, does it? It looks a little. Oh, maybe because I can only see it there.
A little bit see-through.
Tom Baker, that's interesting. I'm just gonna recreate it.
He says most Germans don't talk about their ghostly encounters, not like Americans. That's why it's a great series. Well, I will tell you, I have a friend I've been thinking about, and I got to message him. He's in Austria. I have not talked to him in forever. I don't know how he found me, but he speaks German very fluently. So he calls me Lorilei instead of Lorilei. Because that's how my name is spelled, actually. That's why I get called Lorilei all the time. But anyways, Carrie Lynn's seen it. I might have sent it to you too, Dave. I think when he first started connecting with me, it was a couple Christmases ago, and he started talking to me about Krampus. He kept saying, and I'm going, Krampus? Yeah, that's how you say it. We say Krampus. So he sent me, I should play it actually. It's so
That's
cute.
funny.
He sent me a video. He found 4 Krampus, as he told me, on the street, and he took a video and he got them to say hi to me in the video. It was so cute.
My last name's Hanzel, and my father's side is German. I mean, I don't speak German. I have relatives in Germany that don't speak English, and I've never met them. But they're the same thing. It is true. I know, like my grandfather, I didn't know my great-great-grandfather or nothing. They were still in Germany, but my grandfather, he was another one. They had some stories that they want to tell, but it's almost like they're afraid to tell them sometimes. It's weird.
My dad's mother is from Belgium. She's no longer alive, but she spoke a language which is now dead, supposedly called Flemish. And my grandfather was Canadian, but so heavy of a French Canadian accent. Like, he had such a French accent, and she wouldn't allow French in the home at all. And lo and behold, the main language of Belgium now is French. So whenever my grandfather had always said, whichever of my grandchildren learns French, I'm going to take you over to meet the family over in Europe. And unfortunately, he passed away, but that's why I started learning French and Spanish. And so I used to translate the letters when they would come back from Belgium back home to my grandmother, because she couldn't read it. So you're saying no 50-50. So you would know, Tom, because my grandfather and grandmother always told me that, so did my father. So you would know. He says, I'm Flemish. Well, my grandmother was too. And like I said, I used to read the letters coming back years ago from Belgium, and they were always in French, because she only knew how to read and write Flemish. So you're saying it's 50-50. And I'm going to agree with you, because I have seen some people still speak Flemish. So you're right. And you are right about this. You said the best evidence is witnessing phenomena yourself along the way.
Unfortunately, it is. Yeah.
This day and age, especially, I agree 100%. Now, I sent David very intriguing video. It's paranormal activity caught on body cams of police officers. But we also have Nuke's top 5, including people that sent in their own paranormal activity caught on camera. So what do you want me to play, Dave?
Let's do paranormal cops.
Okay, let me find it.
Well, unless you want to do the other one.
Okay. This one's longer, though, the paranormal cops. Or why don't we ask
everybody? Play the other one then.
Okay, where we can ask everybody what they think too. If you guys want to see it's moments after cops witness paranormal activity, or do you guys want to see latest Nuke's top 5? And it does have some spooky stuff. So you guys,
in what subtitles do you want? From what country?
Your own subtitles for what country you want it in. How does that sound? Does that sound good?
Paranormal speak. It would just be eek.
Yeah, paranormal speak. There you go. So you guys let us know, what one do you want to watch? You want to watch the cop one?
You want paranormal cops.
I figured cops. Yep, that's why I said
bad ghost, bad ghost. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we boo you? Bad ghost, bad ghost.
Well, especially with police, right? Because it does have a little bit more credibility if it was actually.
It does. In fact, I love that it is. I'm going to say this. This is why I love that cops have body cams and stuff and can say stuff, because more cops have seen UFOs than anyone else. And because they're always out there.
I have seen body cams from cops. They were chasing this vehicle one time. I swear to God, this was before AI and everything. Howie, you might have seen this too, because it was years ago. And it was somewhere over in like Poland or somewhere like that. The car drove through a huge chain link fence, did not break down the fence, it passed through like butter, like not a mark, and disappeared on it was their dash cam, actually. It wasn't even body cam. That was crazy. Everybody's saying Scoopy cops, please. Yes, hospitals. Remember, I'm a nurse, and I can tell you, wow. I keep saying this. One of these days I will actually get them written. That's the next on my agenda after the course I'm putting out. But I'm writing 3 books, and my 3rd book is actually collecting stories from nurses and first responders of what we witness. Well, I'd even put stories from hospitals, but especially what we witness as we're at the bedside when somebody passes from this lifetime and onwards when they leave, because we have seen some crazy stuff. Not all spooky. A lot of it's very beautiful and inspiring. Okay, so this is moments. We'll have to stop in between just so you guys know, okay? Because otherwise, with the fair use, we will get dinged. But hang on. Okay, let me see if we can make this bigger, because it did go bigger. So hang on. I guess that's as big as. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
That's pretty good. That looks good.
Okay, so here we go.
Anyone inside, make yourself known.
I've seen most of these videos before, but then we didn't watch the same video, Tom, because no, the fence did not move.
Limit site 422.
This last clip is from a patrol officer who swears he keeps seeing shadows on and inside of this building.
422.
I couldn't see much, could you really? Dave, on this first, I couldn't see a lot on this one.
Some creepy vibes.
I didn't see it either.
I didn't see much on the
Encountering
first
evil
one, so
criminals
let me
to
know what you
encountering
see.
paranormal activity. Law enforcement officers have to face it all in their line of duty. What will happen when cops encounter paranormal activities while on duty? Let's witness the moments when horrifying paranormal activities happened with the cops. On 3rd March 2021, a TikToker user Paranormal 9886 posted eerie body cam footage.
He's using an AI voice, and AI
As
voices
people were
can't pronounce
freaking
all
out
the
after
words.
witnessing this paranormal footage. This was a simple traffic stop, and the car pulled over to the side of the road. Little did cops know this would become a horrible nightmare for them.
If you use a chat tool at work, pay attention, because this is for you. ClickUp Chat is reinventing the game. Check this out.
Didn't catch it.
Like somebody's in the car. I swear to God, I saw somebody in the car.
Somebody was definitely in the car when the cops signed to pull over, but when they finally approached the car, it looked like the car was driving without any driver. What a horrifying encounter it must have been for that cop late at night.
This is some spooky.
When he approached the driver's side door, a hand was visible, but there were no signs of anyone else in the car when he finally reached there.
Like somebody's in the car. I swear to God, I saw somebody in the car.
How is that car driving, too?
I don't know about the hand. Was the car driving?
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
do you want me to go back? It was driving.
Oh yeah, the hand thing. I don't know why they're focusing on that. To me, that didn't even look like a hand. I didn't even notice it. My thing was a car was driving and pulled over and there's no one in it.
He saw you. I couldn't see the hand at first till right at the end when they started it again on my phone. And Jackie Lane says, that hand reminds me of thing from the Addams Family. It does. Tom says did I get the right one? One of the best footage I saw was a ghost kid running at a sports arena. I'll look it up. If you find it, Tom, feel free to send it to Dave or I, and we'll play it if you want. I'm going to read this comment too, and then we'll go on to the next one, just so we don't play the whole thing and have breaks. And we've commented on the video for fair use. Heidi Gall says, Richard Estep, the author and has been in the show Haunted Hospitals. Have you heard of him? I believe I have. I've also watched Haunted Hospitals. He said he lives in the same town as me and has had some amazing stories. He's also a paramedic. Yep, there's some crazy stories. Okay, we'll go on. Now, there's going to be a video in here taken from the Chris Watts house. Chris Watts, for those of you that don't know, unalived his pregnant wife, Shanann, that was 7 months, I believe, pregnant with their son, Nico. And he had 2 little girls, Bella and Celeste, that he also unalived. Now, when you see this video, I don't know if it's the next one or the one after this, they didn't play the whole thing when the 2 female cops go in and they don't know that Shanann is no longer alive, nor are the daughters. They just think they're missing. There is all kinds of EVPs and crazy stuff that has gone on in that house. And as an update, another family bought that home finally. They are now selling it and moving out because they had to call the police for a domestic dispute. I actually seen the whole video. I don't know who posted it or what. So there's something strange going on about that house. And this is not made up. This was captured off a police camera, and they don't get the part. I'll give you a preface. You're going to hear the EVP, and there were many caught on police cameras, as well as visions of the little girls hiding around the stairs, including before they knew that these Shanann, Cece, and Bella were no longer alive. They're in, I believe it's a mother's closet, and you hear a little girl giggle. They thought it was a toy. They couldn't find the toy. The dog reacted to it. It's not on this video, but I am telling you, look it up. Paranormal activity caught at the Watts house. It is crazy. Okay, let's go on to number 2 here.
Isn't it creepy? There were no signs of a fleeing suspect as cops were right behind that car all the time. Or was it some other creature driving the car? A creature that didn't belong to the human world. Let's move on to our second case, which shook everyone around that neighborhood.
This was creepy.
On 22nd November 2021, around midnight, a woman called 911 for a reported burglary, but things took a turn as soon as cops were dispatched to the location.
What seems to be the problem? I left for a while to go shopping, and when I came home, the door was open. I think somebody broke in.
Does anyone live in the house?
Yes. My husband, myself, and our 2 kids, but they're out of town right now. They're with.
Okay, so the one thing I'm going to tell you guys that they're going to note too, okay? Did you hear her say, he said, does anybody else live here? She said, my husband and 2 kids, right? Mm-hmm. Check out the closets as they're going through the closets. If people live there besides herself.
But I don't know. They kind of lost me when they were
talking.
How many
rooms do you have?
She called the police because she heard something in the house?
No, she came home and the front door was open.
Okay, that's all it was. Okay, cool.
Okay, so they're going through to check the house. But he said, does anybody else live here? And she said, my husband and the 2 kids, but they're out of town at the moment. Hey. Check the closet if anybody else lives here. Okay? See what you think.
2 upstairs and 1 downstairs. All right, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in? Yeah, of course. You don't have any like pets or dogs or anything? No.
Just stay here, man.
I never noticed the closet. It's the first time I saw this.
If anyone's here, make yourself known.
But that's not the creepy thing that they're showing, but that was one other creepy thing, the closets.
Not only was this place eerily silent, but there were unexplained door moments everywhere. This woman mentioned her husband and some other people living here, but the closets were empty like they had never been used before.
Police.
There's a longer version of this video because the door moves on its own and stuff too. This is a creepy video.
I think her husband took the kids and ran off on her.
Anyone inside?
Because they don't show
the fact is we've come here right now. Millions of.
Let me mute that and we'll play it out and then. Sorry, I'll unmute.
Sounds when cops were searching the room, but they just disappeared as soon as the cop turned his back. The haunting atmosphere of this house was getting more suspicious with each passing minute.
Bring it back just a little bit for you guys. Okay, there.
There were mysterious sounds when cops were searching the room, but they just disappeared as soon as the cop turned his back. The haunting atmosphere of this house was getting more suspicious with each passing minute.
In the bigger, longer video, I've seen that all on its own, and they don't show you what happens in the basement on this video either.
And whose house is this?
I don't know what that looks like. Did you guys hear that?
Police. Anyone inside, make yourself known.
See, the door opened.
He didn't catch
how
it?
this cop's breathing. What was that, Dave?
He didn't catch it, or did he see it and it just didn't scare him?
Oh, he saw it. Listen to his breathing. I'll back it up a little bit. And there was a little voice I heard. It sounds like a as he's going up the stairs. I'll back it up a wee bit. Okay, listen for it.
Police. Anyone inside, make yourself known.
I didn't hear it this time, but his camera actually glitched out there. That was his camera glitched. Listen to his breathing. His camera's glitching out on him. I would not want to be these cops going in there. See? Another door opens. His camera.
As soon as the cop stepped on the staircase, there was a creepy noise on the back, but he encountered nothing. Was there a mysterious creature doing this? Was the house haunted?
What I'm going to add to that, sorry guys for stopping it. Okay, so his camera kept glitching out. That was not faulty. There was a little bit, he doesn't mention it, but we missed, I probably was talking when it happened. It sounds like a little bit of a almost noise. And then, the doors kept opening, but what they didn't show you why he turned around with his gun. In the longer video, he's coming down the stairs and it literally sounds like somebody's charging down the stairs with him, after him with boots on. That's why he turns around with his gun like that. So I'll keep playing. It's almost done.
Okay. I was going to say, I have questions.
You have questions?
Oh, no. Yeah. They're questions. Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. We'll keep playing. I went back a bit.
That's okay. This is an interesting video.
And this isn't the full video. Glitch.
As soon as the cop stepped on the staircase, there was a creepy noise on the back, but he encountered nothing. Was there a mysterious creature doing this? Was the house haunted?
Downstairs clear.
They cut the basement part out too. Like, listen to the cops breathing. He's freaked. I would be too.
know what I'm thinking is, how many investigations have you been on when that exact thing happened and you spun around, but you didn't have a gun? You're just like,
I know, but they're supposed to be clearing the house. There's all kinds of stuff that happened in this video. They didn't show the basement. Hang on, I'll keep playing. It's almost
the questions real quick before you finish it. I know other people might be asking too. So,
okay, hang on, I'll play the rest of it.
It's a really good video.
There's some other ones in here.
Yeah, we're good.
With these questions in our mind.
Okay, this is the Watts house next. What were you going to ask, Dave? Sorry.
Like, okay, like the girl, like that's what I would like. I'd like to ask a girl question. Like, she went someplace and she came back home and the doors were open. So my question is, it's like, did you run away because you're experiencing stuff like this, or is this like brand new? This never happened before?
If I remember, this was quite a while when I saw this video. And Michelle, you were very right. This is what I'm talking about. There's no clothes or anything.
Yeah, me and Howie agreed with me. I said, if anything, I said, what happened? I mean, I wasn't being funny. Did the husband go, she's psycho, and grab the clothes and the kids and leave? Is that why they're no longer there?
Yeah, but he didn't go in the house. So the long call, and I forget where, or the long video where I saw this, she calls police because I think she was out shopping or something, came home. She said the husband and kids were out of town. Maybe they did leave and she didn't want to tell the cops. I don't know. She called the cops because the front door was open. So she goes in. So the cops tell her to stay outside, and she does. And all kinds of weird, creepy stuff happened while they were going through that house. Like, they didn't show you the basement. And Leslie 1266, is the lady real or supernatural? As far as I can tell, she was real. The cops talked to her. We saw her on camera. So I don't know. Like, and I kept going on. Jennifer M. You said, good point, Michelle. I kept saying, pay attention to the closets. Like, so you are right, Dave. Maybe her husband left with the kids or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Or I mean, or it could be another story, like maybe they walked into a house that's in another dimension. I don't know.
The thing is, those cops were freaked out. And I thought, but then again, what are you going to say to the homeowner? But if I was a cop, boy, I wouldn't sleep well that night thinking, holy crap, like, look what we witnessed. And we let that lady go back in her house and tell her it was all clear. But what are you going to say? Yeah, we think there's a ghost in your house.
Yeah, that was a lot of doors opening and closing.
And the basement had other stuff. Like I said, I know the reason. I'm positive I remember what, like, their cameras kept glitching out when they were in the, like, that wasn't anything in the video. That was the body cam glitching out. And if I remember, even some of the audio got distorted on the body cams because the cops talked back and forth a bit. And then, yeah, they like, I'm positive he turned around with his gun. He was about to leave and go downstairs, and it sounded like someone was running down the stairs after him, like in a pair of boots. That's why he spun around with his gun like that and was breathing the way he was.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if anybody out there who's listening or who sees this video later, if you have any comments, please comment or write in or join our page, Facebook page, and make comments on this. Come see the video. It's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, like people, Jennifer M says, I saw this great little sign at Home Goods that said, if one door closes, another door opens, then your house is haunted. That's funny. Yes. Okay. So Heidi Gall says, I saw this the other night and the cop just doesn't say anything about it. Yeah, they don't say anything to each other about it, but they both experience weird things in it, if I remember correctly. So this is the Watts house. Now, it goes by pretty quick, but if you guys are intrigued by this, I tell you, there's a good video out there. I don't remember the name.
You know what I was going to say, though, real quickly? I will say this. If we know what the video is going to be about, but if you just literally play the video for somebody with no background music or nothing, just that video, some people might not pick up what we just saw. I mean, it might, you know what I mean?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, but we pick it up not just because of the music. I pick up stuff like that because the same reason Lorilei does. We're just used to looking past what's there. You know what I mean?
Roger, Garza, and Faye. No, we're not doing a tour, and I should do this. We're almost all the way done at almost 8:30. But if you're just tuning in, you're listening live to 105.3 out of Mississippi and 107.7 FM out of New Orleans, Louisiana, to UFO Paranormal and United Public Radio Network. And this is The Thing at the Foot of the Bed. I'm Lorilei Potvin, and my amazing friend and co-host David Hanzel co-hosts with me. And we are watching Moments After, I forget what it's called. Hang on, I'll look at the name. Is it Moment? It's basically paranormal activity caught on police body cams. Yeah. So this is the Watts house that I was talking about earlier. Now, this isn't going to even give you 1/100th of what has been caught in this house. Like, neighbors have called saying a woman was in the kitchen while Chris Watts was in prison for life, and obviously nobody else living there. I've seen that body cam footage, and a lot of cops went to that house. There were all kinds of EVPs. You can see they're pointing to the top of the stairs. If this is it, it almost looks like the figure of a shadow of a little girl, almost like one of the girls. You hear giggles, you hear EVPs, you hear all kinds of stuff. And it's not just one person. Like, these are from police body cams, and people have put it together. It is crazy. So we will play it. I think this is the one.
Let's move on to the next case. On 14th August 2018, cops were doing a K9 search in a suspect house that turned into a horrible encounter for them. A house that had no human because everyone was killed by the house owner. Even the children were brutally killed by the father.
Don't sacrifice your personal life.
All right, guys, let me mute this. This is the only thing I hate about playing videos off of YouTube.
Well, but listen to her. Don't sacrifice.
Okay, let's skip, and then here, I'll back up a little bit.
Doing a K9 search in a suspect house that turned into a horrible encounter for them. A house that had no human because everyone was killed by the house owner. Even the children were brutally killed by the father. Still, there were sounds in that house. Even the K9 dogs sensed that there was something around. They were not barking, but sounded like they were whining. The voices were coming very clearly from the first floor, as if a human was talking to them. But even after searching twice, they found no one.
There's a giggle. They didn't point it out.
Those dogs are going to track the scent. So we may be able, if they're still out there. Have they started yet?
Those were strange voices, as "This is our home" and "Help." Were those the ghosts of children and their mothers? Were those voices complaining about how brutally they had been killed? This sent shivers down the officer's spine.
Yeah. Say what? 99. Who was it?
Just to be advised, I have an update in your call. RP has possible information for you. Want contact by phone reference to the call.
This paranormal activity is disturbing.
I don't know
and
if you guys
terrifying
could
at the
hear
same
that,
time.
because I didn't hear it, but she does. I almost seem like it skipped with that commercial. But okay, so the dog is whining. They're in the mom's closet, Shanann, the female, the canine cop. And as they're in there looking around, and they don't know what's happened yet. Shanann and Bella and Cece are just missing as far as they know. You hear a little girl giggle, clear as day. It's not on this video. And the cop says, "What was that? Did you hear that?" And the other cop, yeah.
Didn't that happen when they had that psychic come in on that one? Because I did hear that one. There's one where they do a walkthrough
off of police body cam stuff I'm talking
about. Oh, this is just a body cam? Oh, okay.
So
I did see one for this one where they went in with a medium, and
they wouldn't have gone into the Watts house with a medium because it's a murder scene. So the house was sealed after.
Then what? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the cop. Then it wasn't a medium, because I remember they heard it.
That's what I was going to tell you. So what happens?
A squeaky toy.
No, it's not a squeaky toy. What happens is the cops are looking through the house. You see that female cop with the dog. and there's another female off camera. 2 of them are in there taking a look around the house. All they know is Shanann, the mom, who's 7 months pregnant with her first son, Nico, and then her 2 daughters, Bella and Cece, supposedly are missing. Okay, so they don't know what's happened to them. They're just
they don't know yet. Okay.
So when they go in there, he cuts all kinds of stuff out of these videos because he's making a compilation, but you can find this. Look up Paranormal Activity for anybody listening, Caught in the Watts home. And it is strictly from cop body cam footage because nobody was allowed to go in there to film. There are all kinds of EVPs, but when the female canine cop is in with the dog, they're in Shanann and Chris's closet, and they're just sort of looking around, and you hear a little girl, clear as day, giggle. And the female cop goes, "What the heck was that?" The dog kind of reacted, and the female cop behind her heard it, and she goes, "I don't know, was it some kind of toy or something?" And they're looking around. They can't find anything that made this noise. They never reacted to the EVPs either. So I think their body cams picked it up, but they didn't hear it. But there was all kinds of EVPs in there. It's crazy. So I think they're on to the next one now. I think they are anyways. I'm pretty sure they are.
The incident took place on December 31st, 2022.
One, I think.
A Polish police patrol was called to a woman suspected of being possessed in the village of Grubsko in Greater Poland. On that day, the woman had consumed a small amount of alcohol and played games related to summoning spirits, such as the Ouija board.
This is creepy. I know it's in Polish, but you'll get the gist. I'll see if they'll put subtitles on.
The woman was possessed by unknown spirits and acted crazily while looking out of the window. She didn't stop doing that even when everyone asked her to think about her children. This woman was later identified as Kamala, who was now under the influence of something unknown.
This is creepy, this full video. Oh, hate that voice. Oh.
Milka.
Captioning on.
An alert to Ontarians over 50.
Guys, my God, the amount of commercials in here. I swear, I'm sorry about this. Anyways, the full video, you don't really get to see her, but I'm telling you, that voice of hers, my God, and she's throwing stuff like she's acting completely out of character. Now, could her drink have been spiked or something? I don't know, but I don't know too many people that can really do that kind of voice, I guess. Women? Hang on, I'll back up.
So he's at their,
just a wee bit.
They had a call to come to her house.
Okay, so what happened? Just to refresh.
Yeah.
Apparently, this woman who has never acted like this ever in her life is a wonderful. Yeah. Hi, Kasoon. Welcome. So she's never acted like this ever in her life. Her and her friend decide to get together for a glass of wine or so. They're over in Poland, or I think it is Poland. I don't think it's Yugoslavia. It's somewhere over there, and I know they're not the same. But all of a sudden, they're playing with the Ouija board. All of a sudden, this woman goes berserk, like absolutely berserk. Like there's growling and hissing and all that creepy voice, and she's throwing things and swinging. So the friend is like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" And she calls the police, tells them what's going on. And this is from their body cam coming into this home. You don't see the full video. The full video is out there. You can probably find it on YouTube. It is creepy. So, and apparently they're going to give you an update by the end of this of what happened the next day with her. Like, it is just darn creepy. But then again, I don't know. Like, alcohol can open you up to things just as drugs can. I don't know. But you guys see what you think.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I don't know. Let's finish it off. We'll see. Hang on. Oh God, I hate this voice.
Camilla had no such medical history of mental disorder. Cops decided to approach her closely and enter the house, but it looked like the demons inside her didn't like it at all.
Well, I thought that was ridiculous. So she's throwing stuff. Apparently she's throwing really heavy things too that she couldn't never have lifted. Like it's a Let's see what the next one is. I'm just going through to see what the next one is. It's better. Like you can't really see her. I'm going to stop this for a sec, just so you guys know, to the full video, like she was picking up stuff that there's no way anybody could, that she was throwing, and like just out of it, like crazy insanity. Like we can sit and watch this for a few minutes, but basically the gist of it is apparently the next day she was perfectly fine and it's never happened again.
They didn't put her in jail for acting like that or do something?
Get her out. I don't think they could. Like I'm surprised, like if she had been here in the States, I imagine
they would have tased her butt by now.
Yeah.
They would have.
Yeah. So this goes on for a few minutes. I don't know. We're at 8:36.
Wonder, that's a good point. What would happen if you tased a possessed person? I mean, I'm not being funny. I mean, how would that? I mean, nobody's ever done it.
I don't know, from Supernatural when I've watched it, and I know it's based on a lot of research, but it's a fictional TV show. I know that if they were possessed using a human, usually all kinds of things could happen to them and they'd be fine. But the minute the possession left, that person usually was no longer breathing. So I don't know. That's my only.
I mean, the reason because I asked them because there's this one video. It's an old video from a long time ago, and this dude he's a big guy, and he took off all his clothes and he did a bunch of PCP and run around the neighborhood and was doing the most non-human things ever. And they're like, what? And that's what I thought. I'm not saying she's on PCP, but I'm like, when somebody's under the influence of anything, when you hit them. I
know Flocka. Have you ever seen someone on Flocka?
I never heard of Flocka.
Terrifying. It's a form of bath salts, and they usually have black drool, and they can run at super speed. I've heard and seen have the strength of about 10 men on it. It is creepy and scary. I have seen videos on it. My own eldest.
Back when they were snorting bath salts or whatever.
It's called Flocka, the one that causes this. And I am telling you, there are videos. My own son, when he used to work in hotels, there was a girl that was in the lobby that got, thank God, it was the hotel across from the hotel they were at. He worked the front desk. And it took this, he said this girl was about 90 pounds soaking wet and about 5 feet tall. And it took 10 cops to get it to.
Yeah. I was going to say this. Yeah, I was going to say, I can imagine that because this dude was.
So Heidi's saying the same thing. Yep. Oh my hell. She said, I've seen videos and they're terrifying. They look like zombies. They do.
They do. They look terrible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty creepy. So I don't know. Do you want to continue with the cops, or what do you guys want to watch some of Nuke's top 5? If you want to ask questions, you guys let us know, because I'm trying to remember what else is in here.
Well, we got a couple minutes. Let's try the Nukes one now.
Okay, there is one weird one in here.
Okay, well then play that. Yeah, play it.
I just remembered I was going through this one. I have seen. I'll tell you afterwards what I think, but you guys see it. Okay, let's see.
Please. Oh, Tom Baker.
You're a renter in Canada. You're struggling with heavy credit card debt. 10, 20, 30,000.
Darn it.
There you go.
Scratching their heads after spotting this paranormal ghostly activity. Moving on to our fifth case.
This one.
On October 10th, 2023, a simple traffic stop turned into a horrible encounter for this cop. The footage shocked the whole police department and later became questionable to the public as well. It was recorded by bodycam and dashcam. No one could claim that it was fake.
You even see it.
Right.
This is my first time being pulled over.
All right. Can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so.
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
okay.
A birthday party. So,
got it.
Not mine, but.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just a normal routine traffic stop. The cop asked for a license and registration, but as soon as he turned towards his patrol car to run the information, this happened.
Your registration is what the?
Sarah?
What the heck? Sarah? 3201.
The girl Sarah just disappeared like that into the air. The dashcam shows no sign of any door of her car open or anything like that. There was no one around who had helped Sarah escape. It's as creepy as it sounds. Or maybe there's a glitch in the matrix, but no one is talking about it.
Your registration is
Sarah?
Guys. What the heck? Sarah? 3201.
You even see it.
Right.
This is my first time being pulled over.
All right. Can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so.
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
okay.
A birthday party. So,
got it.
Not mine, but.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Did some unknown creature take her? From that day onwards, there was no sign of a girl named Sarah. Cops weren't able to trace her ID. Her true identity remains a mystery. Whether the sky engulfed her or the earth took her, Sarah's mystery remains like that.
So what did you guys think about that one? I know what I think.
That one didn't get me.
What do you think?
That one didn't get me.
I think it was fake. You know why I think it was fake? Because if it was a dash cam and body cam, I was just going to say if it was a dash cam and body cam.
The worst acting I ever heard coming out of a girl.
Well, it wasn't that. If it was a body cam and dash cam, it should have the stamp. Now, I understand if it was from a different country, but this was obviously from North America.
Yeah.
So you guys tell me what you think, but I think it went viral. Was that on? Oh, it was on your birthday on the video. Okay, I get it. Jacqueline,
even the ones where we see the ones on YouTube, I will always question. You have to, because it's not coming out on national news. If that was something that was real and all the cops knew, it would have been in every paper around the world.
I agree.
Yeah.
So Jackie asked who is the car registered to. According to the video, her mother. And Marissa says it's fake. Yeah, but that's gone viral. I've seen that going viral. And
it goes viral. Yeah, it goes viral because people are easy to fool nowadays. I love that. Have you ever come across that guy Mitch his name is The Real Mitch on TikTok? You can send him a video. He will go debunk it for you.
Yes, I know. I think you love him, don't you? You've talked about
I love him because I just, you know what? I'm like, if we're going to prove something's real, let's put facts out there and actually have it. But like the rest of those videos though, like I know about the Watts house. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen a lot of different footage from that. And I think there's something there. There is something there.
The Watts house has got activity. I'm sorry,
yeah,
but
in my opinion, it's got activity, and it is. I don't know what it is, but it's got activity. Also, the one with the girl and the going through the house with the cops, that was a good one. I don't know what to make of it just because I have questions for the girl. And the first one,
I don't think she faked it because
no, I don't think she. No, I don't mean questions like, did you fake this? I mean like, what happened to your closets? And why is your husband gone with the kids and there's nothing there? Does he hate you? What happened?
I think you were right. I bet you and she had no need to tell the cops if her husband and kids left her, but I'm surprised the cops didn't say, why do you not have, if your husband and kids live here, looks like nobody lives here.
Yeah, right? Exactly. That's exactly. A real cop would have said something to her. There's nobody here. Now the one with the
no, it's not that. What I was going to say is I think those cops were so freaked out they just wanted to get the heck out of there.
Yeah, that could be too. The first one where they pulled over I don't know if that one's real, but I sure love it as a ghost story. I just sure really do.
Okay, so this is Nuke's top 5, you guys. We'll see how far we get with it. Hang on, I gotta unmute it because all these darn commercials. Okay.
Factory worker Kama Kaylee recently moved from his home country of Greenland to live and work in Denmark. But little did he know that the apartment he moved into had a horribly dark past. 7 years ago, a 49-year-old man was brutally attacked and lost his life right outside the apartment's front door. After Kama moves in, he begins to notice his things moving and falling to the floor for no reason. He hears the creepy sound of someone knocking on his door, and doors inside the apartment slam shut for no reason. One afternoon, Kama hears strange sounds coming from somewhere inside his apartment. He pulls out his phone and starts to record as he tries to find the source of the odd noises. But then this happens.
Because I think my apartment has a ghost.
No kidding.
Lamp door won't open to people listening.
It's a nice apartment too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pretty. Hardwood floors, a ghost. I mean, perfect.
This is creepy, this video. Now his bedroom door slammed.
Kama gets a good jump scare as a door slams shut right in front of him. And, it seems to literally scare a fart right out of him.
That's why I was laughing.
But now, this is where the fun ends and things start to get really dark. Because another day, not long after sunset, the eerie activity in the apartment starts up once again. Now, Kama is a bit scared, but once again, he takes out his phone to try to record proof of the creepy activity in his apartment. What happens next is truly creepy.
No way, no how I go open those doors.
Are those cupboards?
Yep.
Oh. Where?
What is it there? Watch on the floor. It's not a closet.
What's down there?
Wow, it's creepy.
Wait.
Go replay it.
Play. Okay, stop it just a
Cupboard
minute.
door opens by itself and Kama's helmet slides across.
What was that?
Okay, that's the part I wanted to see because it looked like it didn't slide. It looked like it disappeared.
We always replace it. I couldn't see it at first too, so we'll replay it.
Across the floor. Later that night, Kama decides to live stream.
Okay.
Her door opens by itself and Kama's helmet slides across the floor.
Okay.
Later that night, Kama decides to live stream from his apartment. He says that he's having trouble sleeping because he keeps hearing things moving and falling to the floor over in the next room. What happens next, live on camera, is downright chilling.
So remember, he's live during this. Because it's very hard. Did you hear that? Something fell in the other room. Can you see that? He's saying. Wait a minute. Because I'm scared. Something fell in the other room.
That's a loud episode.
What was that doing? We got a few minutes, so we'll be able to into this. This is creepy. Watch the window. That's his window. He goes, "There's someone up there."
Caught live on stream, Kama hears the sounds of his belongings falling to the floor in the other room. But when he goes to investigate, the drawers of a small cupboard slide open on their own. Kama's had enough and runs down the stairs and out of the building. But when he looks up at his apartment window, he is shocked to see someone or something standing inside his apartment, seemingly looking right down at him. So with everything that has happened, could Kama's apartment actually be haunted by the restless ghost of the man whose life was taken there? Let me know what you think. Just a quick.
If it's real, that's really, if it's real, I'm going to tell you, because that's why I said that's really loud. If all that stuff would have happened when I was a kid, I would have been more scared of ghosts.
I mean, I heard more credibility was he was live. We only got a few minutes left. So Jennifer M says, I got chills with this one. Heidi Gall says, I'm driving home now. Wanted to say thank you for this amazing show. That was creepy. And then I'm going to post this in the group sometime tonight. I'll try and do it after.
And then when you watch it, and when he makes that little gas, remember the smell at the foot of the bed.
Well, I was going to say, though, what gives it a lot more credibility was he was live, and either that guy's an Academy Award-winning actor and special effects artist, or because that guy was scared, had the crap scared out of him.
I've had cupboards open before, and that can be scary enough. And it can be. But I tell you, having a drawer open up like that one would have really got me too. I probably would have said, I think I'll go sleep someplace else tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, then now that he saw the guy in his window, or spirit or outline of a human in his window from the outside, and again, all streamed live.
I would have called cops at that point just to have somebody look.
Oh, that was creepy. Hi, Kevin. Z-Sun Dragons here. He must have just and we're just leaving. We'll try. I'll post that cop video if I can find the full paranormal effects that went on at all caught on cop body cams at the Watts house. I will try and post it for you guys in the group too.
Yep. And by the way, since we got to go, you guys, if you would like to follow me on TikTok, if you'd like to follow me on the TikTok or the Instagram, I'm at Medium David Hanzel. No slashes, no dashes, no numbers, just at Medium David Hanzel. You can follow me on YouTube and Facebook at The Spirit Experience. And also, please join our Facebook group, The Thing at the Foot of the Bed with Lorilei Potvin and David Hanzel. That's where you can watch these videos. So if you guys are listening tonight and heard all that scary stuff, you can watch it in our group. And that is it. Oh, and also remember, I'm saying it for the both of us. Yes. Lorilei and I will never private message you to offer to clear a curse or ask your zodiac sign or solicit readings. We don't do that. You have to come to us. The only way you can get a hold of me is through my website, theywhispertome.com. Go ahead, Lorilei.
Thanks, Dave. You guys, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please stay tuned for the second night of the amazing Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Amelia Pisano coming up right next after this. Don't forget, that's actually who was calling me, Carrie Lynn. She must have been enjoying herself, forgetting that we were still live. I don't know if you guys heard somebody calling me on Messenger. So I said, I'm still live. So anyways, you're going to see lots of us this weekend live because we're hanging out at the Lake, almost said ThunderCon, that was last weekend, Lake Superior Paranormal Conference put on by Lucky Paranormal, and it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. Anyways, if you ever want to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me on facebook.com/theangelrock. Right now, I am working, as I've mentioned many times, on my course that I will be putting out sometime in the new year, trying to put it all under one domain name. I don't know if I may also be launching my merch because I've made so much and I got a lot more to put together, and I've been saying it's coming.
Merch.
My merchandise, because I'm going to be selling it at the paranormal conference. Anyways, I have two groups on Facebook for all things paranormal. You can go to Paranormal University and the Angel Rocker Tribe for more things spiritual. Fastest and quickest way to get a hold of me is Facebook Messenger. Also, I am on all social media platforms under either Lorilei Potvin or the Angel Rock. And I also have a YouTube under the Angel Rock with Lorilei Potvin. I'd love for you to check out things there. There's teaching videos and all kinds of things. I will try to remember, or Nicole, if you can, we would deeply appreciate it if you can post the links for the fundraising for people that have been affected by the hurricane, that are legit and that will actually support citizens who have very sadly been displaced by the storm that just went through. And otherwise, Monday night, I will be back with the Angel Rock, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys, he's been on before, Douglas C. Hodson. He's the one I found out that lives in Australia. That's a lawyer that ended up, I found out he was born, raised, and lived in my city in Thunder Bay for 30 years. He's been living in Australia for 40. What are the chances, right? He's been on before. We're going to be talking about near-death experience. So otherwise, Dave and I will see you next week. So stay spooky, everyone.
Stay spooky, you guys. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. What's at the foot of your bed?
I think we almost did it.
We might have. One of these days, I'm going to have to go listen to one of our shows.
Almost. I think we almost did it last week. And thanks, Leslie. She goes, hit that like button. Absolutely, please. And share with everybody. Love y'all. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good one.